My friend who wrote to me, her brother-in-law is in a wheelchair, half paralyzed. They couldn't leave because they said, how can we leave the house with him? And we cannot leave him behind. And her mother is old. So they are there. I cannot even imagine what they are being through. She just sent me a flower this morning. They had a little shred of internet, so she sent me a flower responding to my WhatsApp some hours earlier. I have friends cramped in a school in Nuseirat refugee camp, and a mother, a refugee of 48. She was a child in 48. And have been seen so many wars since then.
We have 30 seconds, and then we're continuing this conversation, and we will post.
So I know. I think of all the sick people, sick parents.
Are you missing calls from customers? Missed call text back is the perfect solution for busy business owners who can't always answer their phone quickly. We'll instantly text back a response to anyone who has called and received no answer, so you don't lose out on potential leads or customer inquiries. With our service, you'll never have to worry again about valuable leads slipping through your fingers. All of your missed calls will get an immediate response, meaning more conversions and higher customer retention rates. Plus, this automated process takes no time at all for you. Just turn it on and forget about it. Sign up now to start using missed call text back today.
Reach your leads anywhere, anytime with GetZot Connector. As a marketer, you're always looking for new and innovative ways to reach your audience. However, with so many devices and social media platforms available, it can be a challenge to connect with your leads and potential customers effectively. This is where GetZot Connector app comes in. With our all-in-one marketing solution, you can engage with your leads on any device and through various channels quickly and easily. Let's take a closer look at how GetZot Connector can help you connect with your customers, improve response rates, and grow your business. GetZot Connector is a full-featured mobile app that connects you with your leads and customers through various channels like Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, and Facebook Messenger. This means you can engage with them on any device and through multiple channels, which is essential to effectively reach your audience in today's digital landscape. One of the best things about GetZot Connector is that it allows you to create multi-channel campaigns that are tailored to the specific needs of each subscriber. Your own AI bot to easily craft messages that resonate with your audience and increase response rates. Whether it's using Phone Connect to follow up with a lead, sending a personalized text message or email, or chatting with your customers on Facebook Messenger, GetZot Connector makes it easy to connect with your audience on multiple fronts. GetZot Connector also includes powerful data analysis tools that help you track user engagement, measure how your campaigns are performing, and get insights on what content resonates with your audience. This gives you the valuable data you need to tweak your campaigns so that they're even more effective in the future. Some common questions and objections we hear about GetZot Connector include: Question: is it easy to use? GetZot Connector is designed with ease of use in mind. Our app is user-friendly and intuitive, and our team is always available to help with any questions you may have. Question: is GetZot Connector expensive? Our pricing plans are reasonable and flexible, making it easy for businesses of all sizes to use our platform. Question: do I need any technical skills to use GetZot Connector? Not at all. Our platform is designed to be simple and easy to use, even for those without any technical skills. In today's fast-paced digital world, it's more important than ever to connect with your audience on multiple devices and through multiple channels. With GetZot Connector, you can engage with your leads and customers on any device, whether it's through Phone Connect, voicemail drops, SMS, MMS, emails, or Facebook Messenger. This means you can offer a personalized, tailored experience that resonates with your audience, increasing response rates and help you grow your business. If you haven't already, sign up today and start creating powerful multi-channel campaigns with ease.
God they shaking their boots. Body in the hand, start displaying the truth.
Agape Souls Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulsboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Souls Boutique today.
Oh yeah, we up in it. We up in it, man. How y'all doing this morning, Tampa Bay, man? We finna get it started. Hey, I had switched the video right for my intro song, and I put it on the. If you ever go to the YouTube, right, you gotta watch the MC Hammer. Let's get it started with the troop suit on. Okay, so yeah, I was in here. You know what I mean? I had to put on the hammer. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back. How y'all doing this morning, man? Good morning, man. It's King Jab, the voice of the people. We up in here, man. How was y'all week? How was y'all week? How's your day? How you gonna make your day? I got a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the city. Um, Shout out to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, my compadres. We just locked in a very big announcement, a very big interview with Beanie Man, y'all, next week on the 25th. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We going international with it. My wife, yeah. My bad, baby. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going international with it. And I was advised not to, I'm gonna go to technical support on this one because my wife said that you can't understand other people saying anyway. So I'm gonna just sit out, but I'm all the way here in, and I'm gonna be in it, y'all. I'm gonna be in the background on the wheels of steel, like the dream. You know what I mean? Yeah, but shout out to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, my brothers, and I want to shout out to some specific members of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all. I want to shout out to Charles Park Neighborhood Association President, Mr. Jabbar Edmonds. And I want to shout out your former Charles Park Neighborhood Association President, Councilman Brother John Bahamut, because from their efforts and their footwork, something big has happened in the Charles Park area. And well, okay, yes, let's say it's something big because realistically, we all knew what was happening anyway. And the efforts behind what's that smell, y'all? Why it smell like a chemical plant over here by our house? Why people got soot settling in their houses and in the paint on the walls? So the brothers took up this initiative and it reached the big stage, y'all. Shout out to the brothers. I'm gonna read. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read. I'm finna play. I'm finna play the little article. Shout out to WFLA Tampa Bay News. For the we finna this is my source cited, y'all. So yeah, we gonna play this. And basically what happened is these brothers had led the effort to for the chemical smell and the plant started in the Charles Park neighborhood. And they have led the efforts to, let's figure out what's going on. Stop telling us, hey, it's that. Let's analyze the air. Let's get the neighbors involved. Um, as Jabbar said, it actually kind of sparked from the school board council. Oh, I don't know if that's his council or I guess school board rep, Caprice Edmonds, when she was teaching, and she was, we can't take the kids out of research because it smelled bad out here today. So I'm gonna play this and let y'all hear what's really going on out here, y'all.
But they've been unable to figure out what's causing the smell. Now researchers are doing a study to help get them some answers. Annie Mapp joins us live from there in Childs Park. And Annie, those researchers have some preliminary findings, I understand.
Yes, after over a year of testing the air quality here in Childs Park, researchers from the University of South Florida and Eckerd College learned there is a foul-smelling chemical in the air, and that's hydrogen sulfide.
The smell is so strong. At times, people can't come outside.
Hydrogen sulfide is a colorless gas known for having a rotten egg odor. Researchers believe residents in Childs Park have been breathing it in.
The smell is definitely there, varies by day, the intensity of that, and it varies in what part of the neighborhood you are.
Dr. Polina Machechak is a chemist at Eckerd College and working on the air quality study. She says hydrogen sulfide measured twice as high in Childs Park than nearby neighborhood Distant Heights. Levels of the chemical also exceeded minimum odor thresholds and were higher than some health benchmarks.
Exposure to this particular level of this chemical might create some sort of a health effect.
Researchers are using 3 different types of air quality sensors for the study and say their work is not done yet. Residents are hopeful they will one day have answers.
Clean air means everything to me and the residents of Childs Park because it's a part of the quality of life that we all walk out in. We're in this beautiful park, and the last thing you want is to smell a sulfur compound.
Findings of this air quality study have been shared with the Federal Environmental Protection Agency, who researchers say may loan and other air quality sensor to help assist with this investigation. Reporting live in Pinellas County, Annie Mapp, 8 on your side.
I went to United Banks.
Shout out to 8 on your side. So and shout out to the brothers. And when I say they hit it big, it's because the EPA stepping in, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the studies that they set the groundwork for, and the footwork that was done with the residents. It's not just them. It was the residents in the entire Towers Park neighborhood area. So it's something that's going to be done. And it's sad to say that we'll ride right by the source, and we got to prove that it's the source. You ride right by the tar, spewing out the top of this barrel, but we got to prove. We got to test the air quality. We got 3 or 4 different air quality. All right. So yeah, it's a battle. It definitely changes the lifestyle of the people in my district. Um, I've always had problems with asthma as a kid, and I was in the Childs Park area, and I wonder if this had an effect. Oh man, we talking about we we go get and I actually Cause I want to know why y'all ain't holler at us, man. Why y'all ain't come to the Breakfast Club, man? And all these women's in the empowerment, man. But we ain't go. We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Love y'all, cause we still want the women in the community to get the empowerment. But you know what I mean. We go, cause if I ain't a woman, I can't go. But women, yeah, it's the 5th annual Bay Area's Women Empowerment Expo. The women of the city, very important. I'm a big proponent of that. I I like our black women leaders. I think they should definitely be protected, and we should definitely allow them to use their voice, not the voice that other people trying to give them. Hmm. Fifth annual Bay Area Women Empowerment Expo is brought to you by the Youth Development Foundation of Pinellas County, and includes a partnership with I'm not gonna say all that because I'm not. Y'all won't catch me, but it's the alphas, y'all. I'm not gonna go through the Zeta. When Johnny, where you at when I need you, man? I'm not getting out. I'm not getting caught out there. It's the alphas, y'all. Alpha, Kappa, Alpha. I can't read the whole incorporated name. I apologize. I just don't want to get in no trouble. I'm gonna be more careful with this than we'll be by what's going on in Gaza. Anyway, keynote speaker, y'all. Attorney Michelle Rayner, a member of the Florida House of Representatives, who man, listen, you talking about fighting an uphill battle, boy. Woof. Rough side of the mountain. The event will also feature a panel of experts, including Commissioner Renee Flowers, Pinellas County Board of Commissioners, Dr. Kanika Tomlin, President and CEO of the Foundation of Healthy St. Pete, Esther Matthews, St. Petersburg NAACP, and Marilyn Gordon, and the League of Women's Voters. There will be presentations of a variety of topics, including understanding the basics of the stock market, overcoming the stigma of mental illness, and more. Unique vendors offering handcrafted items will also be a part of the expo. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required. And y'all take the time and Google, find it or scan it and register, y'all. And why do people want y'all to register and not just show up? Because at events like this, and I assist with events like this all the time. It's in the budget to provide food. So they want to provide food, but I don't want to have not enough and I don't want to have too much. So this is why we ask you to register, because we want to know, well, okay, who's coming? We want to keep in contact with you. And we want to be able to provide enough refreshments for everybody that's going to be in the building. Take your time and register, y'all. Let me see. Got some more details on here. Bust this thing down. Okay. And the Small Business Expo for vendors. The opportunity you can call. Oh man. All right. So the dates for all that's too late. We ain't gonna get into that, y'all. But that's this what's that, Saturday? I don't want it's the 21st. And y'all make sure y'all get there, women in the community. Y'all go I'm trying to see what the word is for this. Conjugate with other women, especially our young women. Go get some love from our elders, man. Go get some love from our elders. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. I see my eight. Okay, so real quick, y'all, as I proceed on it. If you ain't seen Damian Davis's movie or his stand up show, I actually was in the kitchen doing my thing and threw it on. Hey man, salute. And I think you did a great job, bro. Um you you asked for a donation. I think it was well worth it. Um, keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Yeah, shout out to my brother because we when he hit what that is Netflix with it. Y'all, all right, yo, don't be coming out the wood. Oh, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Cuz yeah, man. Shout out to Damien, man. That's good work, and I see you out there, man. I appreciate the grind, bro. I appreciate the support. I really do. So, I talked about this before, and I had to be careful as I switch gears real quick. I got to be careful, but it's not just me. And let me lay it out real quick. So the Florida Agricultural Commission, Wilton Simpson. I wish y'all had heard this name before that. Wilton said the state inspectors will continue to surprise inspect sweeps to the end of sales of gas station heroin in smoke shops and gas stations across the state. He said we're working for it. We're working hard to get around the state to get these poisons out of our stores. The sale of a drug called tianapine is a highly addictive opioid alternative and was prohibited by State Attorney General Ashley Moody last month. Both tianapine and THC zero, a substance categorized as a controlled substance under the federal state law, are being packaged like gummies or candies. So this is also one of those instances like stop act like you don't seeing what you're seeing. We go into our corner stores. Your favorite one, the one with I ain't gonna get into nationality, yeah, but yeah, your favorite one. But you see, gummies. You see lean. You see peanut peen. We sell scales, baggies, the rolls, aka what they use for crack pipes. They have Brillo, the whole kit. It's stocked up on sandwich bags. They stocked up on baking soda. They got the cut. They got exotic drinks targeted at our kids. They sell all the vapes. And you might can get a 3.5 from right behind the counter. And they sell these things. Us as black people, as a black man in St. Petersburg, I walked out of the store with I ain't gonna say I've seen people walk out of the store with these objects and be arrested for having them. But yet they're sold inside of our gas stations and right directly inside of our community. So now it's becoming an issue. They taking it nationwide. It's been happening here in St. Pete since as far as I can remember. Since the transfer of the convenience store from the Asians to the Arabs, it was a transfer, y'all. Remember, all the Asians owned the stores. Then all of a sudden, okay, yeah, behind the door meetings that we refuse to have with each other. So yeah, they targeting these stores, and these stores have been targeting our communities for years. Another thing that I can show enough tell you, they're targeting our women, especially our babies. Uh, hit on black women every time they walk in there. Several of them in the community have children from black women right here in the community, but they can't take them home. They can't introduce them to the family. So yeah, it needs to be. Actually, I mean, I think we should have been addressed this as a community advocacy, man. I don't even think it should have got this big. We should have been jumped on top of this, man. We should have been jumped. Shout out to Daryl Russo, man. Back in the days when they say Daryl used to go inside the store and throw all the crack pipes on this, not the display on the floor. Like, we forget about this stuff, man. This how long it been happening, right? Okay. While we're saying that, I want to slide the opioids do be everywhere. I want to slide over here to this little article I said where there was a salary increase for our public officials. Okay. And this is kind of, I think it's kind of lopsided, but we're going to go straight to the bottom of the list, right? And I think this go for city council members and school board district members. They got a salary increase from $45,000 per year to $48,000 per year. And it doesn't include city councilmen and members. I'm adding them, but it says this is for our school district board members. This is not livable wage here in Pinellas County, y'all. $48,000 to deal with what goes on in our school board. So this is how they paying the people that we dropping our kids off to care for our kids for the majority of the day, and to govern those that are caring for our kids for the majority of the day. The county commissioner got up to $100,000 a year. The sheriff with a whopping. The sheriff makes the most. Hey man, we need to get Grady over here. I think Grady Judd for Pinellas. Let me stop. I like Grady. That's my dog. I went to the club in Polk County. I've never felt so safe in my life. Sheriff, $200,015. A tax collector. This is the person that imposes the taxes on us because we have no industry here in St. Petersburg to make us no money. So the taxes imposed on us as businesses, as homeowners, as your utility bill. It's taxed. We're getting taxed. The tax collector, the supervisor of elections, the property appraiser, and the clerk of court all make $177,000 per year with they increase. I think that everybody making a livable wage, but the people that they want to run our schools, man, in our community. Get that money up, y'all. Okay. A school board member should not be making 1/5 of what the sheriff is making. I'm gonna take the sheriff out of it. You know what? I'm gonna take that out. Let's go with a property appraiser. A school district board member should not be making what that is. That's about 1/4 of what a property appraiser makes. Property appraiser coming in at $177,000 per year. Yet our school board members are at $48,000. Yeah, that's weird. So we got our priorities directed in the wrong direction. Lawmakers, people in position, whoever y'all want to call yourselves, get it together. Because over here dropping stuff. Yeah, we got to refocus on that, man. That is not a good look for us. That is not where we need to be in positioning, and that ain't gonna really help us. That ain't gonna help us in the long run. I think that they paying people that they need to equate the pay. They need to equate the pay. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. equate the pay, y'all. All right, let's see here, man. What I got next here. I want to go into this. Sometimes I really be needing my brother Johnny here, man. But I'm gonna slide this one a little bit, man, and see what it is, man. Willie Simmons has spoken out on the money owed to FAMU. Who owe FAMU some money, y'all? Who owe FAMU some money, y'all? All right, so in late September, the U.S. Secretary of Education, Miguel Cardona. See, I got had to get my inner brother Johnny on right there, along with the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture, sent letters to the governor of 16 states requesting them to make good on the $12 billion owed to their land grant HBCUs. So we had a governor, two governors, the U.S. Secretary of Education and the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture sent letters to the governors of 16 states saying, hey, man, this bill $12 billion and y'all owe this as a land grant to y'all HBCU. So y'all done got this money and y'all sit here playing with it, right? Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, received one of those letters, y'all, declaring that Florida A&M was owed $1.973 billion in funds that have been withheld from the university since 1990. The fact, I'm gonna keep reading. Why about it, bro? Y'all should. Unacceptable funding inequities have forced many of the nation's distinguished historical Black colleges and universities to operate with inadequate resources and delay critical investments in everything from campus infrastructure to research development and student support services. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, and Willie Simmons is the head coach, y'all. Basically what's going on is there is money owed. There's money that has been allocated to our HBCUs, and there are governors that way before Jeff Saint I see since 1990, because when you say since 1990, we've been fighting like hell since 2000 for this here. This would have been a 23-year-old fight by now. Like, we'd have been at the picking lines, but that's neither here nor there. I guess it built up to 1.97 billion over those years, but this is the money that is needed to secure, to upgrade, and to enhance the lifestyle of our HBCU students. Now, when I talk about HBCUs, the first thing I think about HBCUs, as with government, as with some board positions, as with a lot of our community leaders and business owners. When I group all them together, I feel like that we have to take a long look and say, hey, is it time for you to get your old behind out the way? Old heads, elders, OGs. Am I wrong because I don't want to allow y'all to die with the torch in your hand? Well, I don't want you to die and the torch hit the ground because you ain't want to pass it. So some of y'all, I'm gonna direct this right back to the HBCUs. need to get out of the way. You have 70, 80, 90-year-old educators that are holding positions that are governing and have a civil right mind states, and we're in 2023. It's a whole different civil rights movement going on right now. It's 2023. If you're in a position and you governing from the 70s and the 80s still, you need to get out of the way. It's time. It's time. We have to put young and the whole thing, the whole reason why y'all don't want to get out of the way, because it's a money grab. You want this salary continuously at an age where you should have been retired, and you don't want to let nobody else in. And it's a money grab and a power trip. You don't want a successor. And I can't remember the quote, but if you operating in the mind state of you don't want a successor, bro, you don't want the people around you to succeed. Right now, Dream doing the heat technical support behind me while I'm on live. Why? Because he will be a successor. So that's my first point. Y'all need to get out of the way. We need to upgrade our security measures. We need to focus first on security in our HBCUs. As I tell parents, I have a son that's finna graduate from Morehouse. He's a senior. And I was just literally talking with a parent. He was like, well, what do you think? I say, okay, let me give it to you like this. You're gonna have the same issues with administration and financial aid with an HBCU as you're gonna have at any Power 5, even at SPC. I had issues at SPC with my financial aid. So it goes all around the board. All around the board. And the reason is because when you look at it, these schools only really had a budget to pay the people in their financial department. Some of them is paying $15, $17, $18 an hour for these jobs. And that's who you got budgeting in the financial aid. So it's going to be mistakes. It's going to be mistakes. It's the same all around the table. So either you can deal with it with your people or you can deal with it with them. My nephew right now, he left HBCU. He left Tennessee State and went to, what the hell that boy, Marshall. That transfer portal. Coaches sold him the dream. Come to the D1 school. We'll get you out of Tennessee State on this track scholarship. They get him there. And the first problem was security. Coach tell him, hey, man, you stay right here. Because if you go over there, I can't do nothing about what's going to happen to you. That's why you got to make sure you know where you're sending your kids at, because it was just a mistake. It's not that the parent didn't know. I'm thinking my child is secure. I don't know that if he bend the corner and go in the bushes, we in Wisconsin, we in West Virginia. Okay. But it's kind of the same way when you go to FAM. Because I done hit Florida State campus and yeah, you feel like you've been the wrong corner, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So it's kind of the same everywhere. But it's the thing about it is they make sure our kids safe amongst our people. And it was a financial issue. It was a financial aid issue. They came right back. Had me transfer up here. Then talking about, hey, you need to pay this much to even stay in the school. I done ran into this issue. Other parents, financial aid. If you're sending a child to college, you're gonna go through the same. It doesn't matter the background of the university, so we might as well utilize our own. Secondly, I think that we need to. This money has been kind of withheld to prevent our HBCUs from upgrading their facilities. The only difference between our HBCUs and these D1 schools is facilities. They literally sell our kids with a locker room and merch. That's it. They got a nice locker room and some hoodies, a couple of nice hats. Boy, you mess around and get them 4 hoodies and all right. It's over with. Oh, I'm going here. I like it here. And I say this all the time. When your child is away from home and they get in a situation where they need a advice from a mother, a father, a member of a community, when they ain't got nowhere to turn to, boy, ain't nothing like Miss Ernestine, boy, the counselor back there, or the lunch lady, because at them HBCUs, boy, somebody in there that you can go and go hug Miss Ernestine and say, man, Miss Ernestine, thank you. Boy, I needed to hug my mama today, and you did that. So, yeah, be careful. I'm positive that people that go to HBCU that have attended HBCUs can tell you that it is a different and Willie, what is that man name? Hold on, because I called him Willie. I don't think that's his name. But I'm disappointed in y'all too. I am so disappointed in y'all. Willie Simmons and the FAMU. Why am I disappointed in y'all? Talking to a recent FAMU graduate, my first thing was, okay, FAMU has one of the leading podcasts about medical marijuana, the benefits, the negativities, why you shouldn't. I don't know where I heard it from. Like, they just dropped a new podcast talking about the benefits of why you shouldn't smoke street marijuana and why you should smoke and the differences. And so I asked this recent graduate, like, why? Okay, was Florida A&M this agricultural? Are they teaching our kids how to grow? That's the biggest industry in the United States. Oh no, they ain't even got that set up. So when y'all get that 1.93 billion, y'all need to consider that. Why? Because I'm gonna transfer right over to my next story. My next story go explain to you exactly why they should be cultivating and teaching these kids how to grow at FAMU. Okay, yeah, I know it's a negative. Oh, they're just smoking weed, but I think that it's only pointed at a negative aspect when you see young black people doing it. Because I challenge any one of you on this radio right now, anybody that can hear my voice, pull and park at your closest dispensary to your house. Let's go park in the parking lot and sit there for 20 minutes and do your own mental calculations of who going in and out of these dispensaries. So why the hell King Jam talking about they should be growing weed at FAMU? Understand something. The good old boy network of Florida, their money was into what industry before medical marijuana? Prison industry. private prison industries. One of the biggest private one of the biggest private penitentiary owners was Bob Barker. Yeah. Bob Barker Company manufactured products specifically for prisons. One of the biggest benefactors of prisons commissary is Keefe. You don't see Keefe on the street because we supply all the prisons. Keefe is owned by George and Barbara Bush. So the good old boys pull their money out of the prison industry. Why? Because it's a new industry that we can get rich off of. Medical marijuana. The former commissioner of agriculture was also a owner. What is Ashley Freed is also an owner of True Leaf dispensaries. True Leaf has the most medical marijuana license than any other business in the state of Florida, right? The money that goes into dispensaries is not government regulated. So what happened was the transfer was we gonna go over here and make fist over dollar cash. And if it ain't government regulated, we ain't paying no taxes on it. When you go to the dispensary, you can't swipe your card, man. You turn around and use that ATM. So this is where the prison industry money went. Why you say that, Jab? They said that this article that I'm finna read said the private prison industry in Florida is now changing and the state is taking more control. Why? Because the money, they done backed out their money. But we still had these facilities, so we might as well just lease them back to the state. It says when private prisons began operating nearly 30 years ago in Florida, there were only one of the few systems in the nation that placed oversight outside the usual state corrections administration. Now, after a damning audit release a year ago showing failures in oversights, the Department of Corrections has taken the oversight of 7 private prisons. The move began following a month legislation passed in spring and signed into law by Jeff Satan. The transition means that the State Department of Management Services will no longer be overseeing those 7 private prisons. Of the 85,000 inmates now in prisons in Florida, slightly more than 10,000 of them are housed in 7 private prison facilities. The infamous transferring, okay, I ain't gonna go into all that. So basically, what happened, y'all, in Florida? I just broke it down to you. When the medical marijuana industry blasted off in the state of Florida, the good old boys pulled their money from the private prison industries and dumped it into the medical marijuana industry. So that sent a decline in the private prisons because we ain't putting no more money into them. We done cut all the budgets. We staffing at a minimum. And I got a caller, y'all. And we staffing at a minimum. Caller, you on the air.
Hello. This is an automated message from Spectrum Business about an important change in the status of your account.
Hey, y'all. I don't even know why Spectrum. Jesus. Thank you. Take the wheel. So the decline in the private prison industry is because we cut our budgets, man. We ran. And now the states is being forced to take over oversight because, like I said, these are operating facilities. they were more newly built than most of the state facilities. Some of them had benefits, some of them didn't, but it is more beneficial for the state to move in and take over this prison and operate it, to staff it, versus letting brother Donnie and the gang use it as an aerosol field, which would be dope. That would be dope. But yeah, that's the reason why I say that, y'all. I don't just be, just succumbing to different theories, but I just think that we as a people need to get over the stigma and negativity about medical marijuana, because we're missing out on $1 billion industry. Our kids, I don't understand why fam has the biggest podcast and they don't have the biggest class on it. And I just think it goes from, like I say, the reverse thinking, man. We got educators that's in the governing from the 70s and the 80s, man. 2023. Speaking of educators, y'all. Look how much time I got left. 51. Speaking of educators, y'all, did y'all know that Dr. Cornel West was running for presidency? I as I look at this picture, y'all, I'm trying to remain respectful, but I think Dr. Cornel West just need to comb his hair, man. Like, part that thing in permanent. No, okay. I would love for you to be my president, sir, but we need to run some clippers or something around this afro, man. Like, we can't get the scruff. Republican, it's a Republican mega donor, Harlan Crow, has gifted $3,300 to the activist and third party presidential candidate Cornel West. $3,300 is the most that you can donate to any presidential campaign. That's when you're doing that campaign, and it's you have to hit the people. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want just one person to give you $20 billion. No, the people can only donate a certain amount. So the mega donor gifted $3,300, which he could have, never mind. Could have did better than that. On the back end, how they do it in white people land. According to the newly released campaign finance report, the donation was made in August before West abandoned his quest for the Green Party nomination to run as an independent candidate. Why did they call this man? Oh, Crow has found himself under scrutiny after several ProPublica reports detail his close ties to Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, chocolate covered, including an unreported lavish trip of gifts, and in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Crow referred to West as a good friend. The billionaire has lent financial support to the GOP candidate Charlie Crist also. So, okay, looking at the first comments, because they get real, what they call it, zesty in these comments, y'all. I'm 100% for Dr. Cornel West, because I already see the attacks and I already see where it's going. And the first comment was, why is this mouthy clown running for president when he can't even get on the debate stage, and we know damn well he can't win? And with that comment alone, you have increased my vote for Dr. Cornel West. Because guess what? I don't think none of these jokers want to see him on that debate stage. That's just my truth. I don't think they really want to see him out there on the debate stage. Nah, that ain't the smoke y'all looking for. That's not the smoke y'all looking for, y'all. Got 5 more minutes, man. I'm finna hit 2 more stories and get up out of here. Deaf Satan, y'all, has say he want a Hamas sympathizer removed from school. This thing really heating up, y'all, and I wanna do some historical research, but listening to Democracy Now, it sounds like we have normalized savagery, like the attack. And like I said, I'm not going too far in details with it, but the attack from the Hamas was, they said, was savage. It was an attack. And now the attack from the Israelis is double as savage. So, well, I can't say that because they'll be start emailing me, and I ain't got time. I don't have the internal fortitude as most. I don't, because I slide y'all. Anyway, yeah, they attack back in a savage manner. And I was listening to a radio show the other day, and they had the head of the anti-Semitic, and it's kind of weird to me. It just sound like they sound like a plea for sympathy from the black community, and I don't understand why y'all ain't give a damn about us. For real, I don't. The DOJ has appealed the sentence of Proud Board members. While we talking about anti-Semitism and all this weird stuff and appealing to black people, the Proud Boys leader, Ron DeSantis' little cousin, the Proud Boys leader, Enrique Tarrio. Y'all don't find that weird, y'all? That our governor of Spanish descent is one of the leading extensions of white supremacy right now in the country? Then the leader of a white supremacist group, Enrique? I don't find that weird. So it's a Tarrio, Ethan Nordine, Joseph Biggs, and Zachary Rail were convicted of a insidious conspiracy in connection with the attack, while Dominique Palazzo has been found guilty of other charges. So the Department of Justice has, appealed their sentences because they say that the 4 men received 15 years and Enrique got 22 years. And they say they ain't give him enough time. Man, salute to the Department of Justice. And then what you do, y'all send Enrique the Coleman Penitentiary 1. Y'all ain't see the smile on my face, boy. Send him to Coleman Pen 1, where they just stabbed up your boy. Who is that doing time for child molestation? NASA, what are them doing? Yeah, send them to Coleman Pen 1, boy. Where they ain't playing that, man. Where they slaying that iron. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna just slide out, man. Us as a people, man, be careful out there. They ganging forces on us, man. They jumping us, man, from every angle. They jumping us. They jumping out black celebrities and leaders, calling them anti-Semitic. Taking them out in front of, taking them out in front of in the cotton fields in front of all the slaves and whooping their ass for all us to see. You have Spanish men that have put on the Klansman hood that govern our state, that don't want teachers to have pictures of black leaders inside of the schools. You have a anti-black militia called the Proud Boys that's led by an Enrique Tadio. Like, you're not even white, but you hate us so bad. Man, y'all pay attention out there, man. Y'all pay attention. Like I said, man, it's a group attack, bro. And some of them that ain't even white, they just hate us so bad. Hey, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for the voice.
WUJM, St. Petersburg.
Gospel lovers, are you ready for some church? The Angels Gospel Show is back with a bang.